I'm Melissa Mancini with Canadian HR Reporter TV. I recently sat down with Richard Davis from RHR International to talk about assessing leadership judgment.
We're faced with ambiguous situations all the time, and the process of judgment occurs, you have an ambiguous situation, a problem, some uncertainty, a crisis, and then you go through a process of utilizing your information that is around you, evidence that's around you, and a mental process that you go through by which you sort of make your own judgment about what the right call is, and then you make the call. Good and bad judgment can only actually be evaluated based on outcomes and over time. What may be a good judgment call in the short term doesn't end up being a good one in the long term. Whether it's buying the right house, making the right decision in a relationship, or choosing the right person for a particular job. You sort of need some time in order to evaluate whether it's a good judgment or not. I think there is a balance between art and science of good decisions that we need to really take into consideration, market data, customer data, and so on. But at some point, you need to rely on your gut feeling. There are many good examples of that. Steve Jobs at Apple was famous for saying, customer doesn't know what he or she wants until you actually tell them what they want. And I believe, and he sort of shunned the overuse of customer analytics. And I believe that it's important to understand what the data are telling you, but also to rely on your gut as a leader.
What are some practical methods for evaluating leadership judgment?
I think it's really important to take a look at the decisions that one has made throughout their lifetime. This will help you evaluate whether someone has good judgment. So take a look at the person's journey. When they were back in high school, what were some of the decisions that they made? What were the relationships that they had with other people? When they went to university, how did they choose that university? When they went onto the workforce and so on. Take a look at how people made those decisions, and in the long run, if those decisions were the right ones.
How does HR recognize and assess when someone has good judgment?
HR has a particularly important role in being a mirror for an executive team or a leader to say, you know what, you are making a good call here, here is where the blind spots are. It's sort of like that filter that we all need to guide us in the right direction. And HR is a great external resource to help make sure that we're in check.